What Arsenal need to do to beat Man City? Arsenal players have lost all of their last 6 confrontations against Man City, including the latest loss on January 28 in the FA Cup. If counted in the English Premier League, the Gunners have lost their last 10 matches against Man City, and here's what they need to do to avoid that fate again. #Saliba vs Haaland battle. William Saliba's impact on English football this season has been immediate. The centre-back has been a constant fixture when he moved in the summer after last season's loan spell with Marseille. Watching Saliba play gives the impression that he has played in England for many years and has had little difficulty dealing with some of the best attacking players in the Premier League. But the 21-year-old's performances have faltered recently, with many suggesting that less time with France at the World Cup was one reason. Saliba only played for 27 minutes in Qatar, and that can affect the feeling of the ball as well as the mentality of the game. In the draw against Brentford last weekend, Saliba faced many difficulties against striker Ivan Toney, both in face-to-face or air-to-air situations. And Arsenal's young midfielder will certainly have another day of work, even harder, when he meets Erling Haaland, a player who can be considered a monster in the forward line of Man City. In fact, Saliba and Haaland faced each other in the FA Cup on January 28, and the French player restrained Haaland quite well. If Saliba can replicate that performance at the Emirates, it could be the key to Arsenal's success. #Bukayo Saka must show. Even with Bukayo Saka mostly silent, the England international still has the ability to make something happen. And that was made even more apparent last Saturday, when Arsenal struggled for a long time to penetrate Brentford's solid defence. The visitors did a great job to block Saka until, in the blink of an eye, Saka showed great technique to get past Matthias Jensen and have a dangerous pass for Leandro Trossard to open the scoring. It was an unbelievable goal and a perfect example of how Saka can hurt any defense, even when he's not at his best. It is difficult to say for sure which Arsenal right winger will face Man City tonight, but the most likely is Nathan Ake. The Dutch international had a good match against Arsenal in the 4th round of the FA Cup, making Saka almost silent and even scoring the winning goal. Arsenal need to do all they can to get Saka into the game, and more importantly give him the ball when he has space. Only by doing this can the Gunners have more chances to finish off the opponent. #Colours up. It is not an exaggeration to say that Arsenal is a copy of Man City. And just as Mikel Arteta's side want to exploit space on the flanks when they attack, City want to do the same. It is likely that coach Pep Guardiola will use Jack Grealish and Riyad Mahrez for situations where Arsenal's flanks are drilled. Mahrez has been in fine form this season, and Grealish is increasingly influencing City's attack with some stellar recent performances. If Arsenal can stop them and force the visitors to organize a central attack, then that will be the key to Arsenal's success, as they have done many times this season in big games. #More than Partey needed to choose De Bruyne. Thomas Partey has been the cornerstone of much of Arsenal's success this season. If Partey plays well, Arsenal will play well. It is simply the Gunners' winning formula. And coach Mikel Arteta understands that the Ghana international needs to be at his best against Kevin De Bruyne tonight to hope to win. De Bruyne remains the inspiration for City's victory, and Partey will be tasked with closing the gap where the Belgian midfielder can excel, especially when he's in the central area where the bridge is. This player can become a major threat. But the blockade of De Bruyne does not depend only on Partey. Players like Oleksandr Zinchenko and Granit Xhaka will also be important in that regard. It is a difficult job, but if Arsenal can do it and isolate the supply of the ball from De Bruyne to Haaland, the chances of winning will greatly increase. #Active preference. A key part of Arsenal's success this season has been their ability to start games quickly. They always control the game before the opponent can solve the problem. That, however, is something the Gunners have struggled to do recently, as Arteta's side failed to score in the first half in 3 of their last 5 Premier League games. The energy and intensity that once marked Arsenal's season has waned a bit and they need to get it back tonight. Arsenal's best 45-minute display of last season came in a home game against Man City at the Emirates on New Year's Day. They overwhelmed Guardiola's men throughout the first half, repeatedly pressing them in and around the penalty area. Arsenal took a deserved lead before halftime and the game went in favour of City in the second half after a controversial decision over a penalty and red card for Gabriel Magalhaes. A repeat of that first half performance is exactly what Arsenal needed this time around. They have to start quickly and not allow Man City to have stability. #Power from the store. There are strong arguments that this is the biggest match Emirates has ever seen. The atmosphere will be vibrant and Arsenal must thrive on that. The connection between Arteta's side and the fans has been a key factor in Arsenal's success this season, especially at home, where they have yet to taste defeat in the Premier League. Liverpool, Tottenham, and Man United have all succumbed to the heat of the Emirates Stadium, and if Man City can be added to that list, Arsenal will be firmly in the lead for the title race. However, one thing the players have to do is keep their cool. Arsenal led City at home last season and then conceded a penalty as well as having one sent off within 2 minutes. Unexpectedly leading 1-0 and then turning into a 1-2 defeat. They can't let that happen tonight if they want to secure their top spot.